Welcome to the first episode of Take the Lead. Today we're going to talk about week 1 of the NFL season. We're going to talk about Antonio Brown and updates regarding Melvin Gordon and whether or not he is going to play for the Chargers this year. And what else are we going to talk about today, John?
Playoff predictions and our Super Bowl picks.
So, to get things started, we're going to talk about Antonio Brown. And as you can see, with this whole Antonio Brown predicament and situation, I am officially a hypocrite. I am. I'm officially a hypocrite. Because the whole time he's in Oakland, it's just like, dude, get your crap together. Play for your team.
Yeah.
You're good. You're dumb for all the things you're doing. And then he signs with the Patriots. It's just like, yeah, we got the best wide receiver in the NFL.
See, did he give up $60 million from Oakland? I thought that's what it was. He gave up 16 or something like that.
He signed an extension that was 3 years, $50 million with $30 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
And the terms he came to agree with the Patriots is it's worth up to $15 million.
All right.
With $9 or $10 million guaranteed.
I thought something had to do with like $60 million in Oakland.
No, $50 million was his total.
Because I don't know where the 16 came from. I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know. But he's a Patriot, and now think of all the targets Tom Brady has this year. Freaking Antonio Brown, Josh Gordon, Julian Edelman, Demaryius Thomas, and you can't forget about James White.
Now, question is, do you think Gronk will come back? Like maybe
Yes.
by November or something.
I have to look at the Patriots schedule again. I don't know when their bye week is.
Maybe he'll come back to the game against the Eagles.
Maybe, but I don't know when their bye week is.
Me
but
either.
I think if it's towards middle of the season, he'll come back after the bye week. It's
Because-
just like, yo, I'm coming back, and that's 6 targets for Tom Brady. And it's just like the depth is ridiculous because that's not even including N'Keal Harry, who's on the IR for 8 weeks or 6 to 8 weeks. I don't remember how long it is, but
what I think about Gronk is I think he's just taking time off to heal his body. I do think he will come back, but when will he come back?
right, because that press conference he had, it's kind of like Andrew Luck. He kept getting hurt, and football was taking the joy out of him because he kept getting injured. So he's going to take the time to heal, and we'll see if he comes back this season.
But I do want to say one thing about Antonio Brown. I know Bill Belichick takes guys in. Like, he took Randy Moss and Ronnie Harrison, Corey Dillon, and straightened them.
He's not afraid to release him either, like he did Randy Moss.
Yeah. I wonder if we can do the same with Antonio Brown. I think he can fix him, but that's if Antonio Brown wants to change his ways. And if he can, then the Patriots are going to be a force. And I don't...
Forced to be reckoned with.
yeah, it's...
I don't know if you saw the video that Antonio Brown posted on his YouTube channel.
When he was running around in the backyard.
When he found out he got released.
You can't do that. That's what a child would do. And
no, he was excited. So what if this was just a game plan to get out of Oakland?
that's true, too. Maybe it was always
maybe it was
to New England.
Or maybe not even necessarily New England, just to get out of Oakland.
Maybe he didn't like the situation there.
Yeah, exactly. He was forced to go there by
Yeah.
trade. So it's just like, who knows? Patriots are going to be forced to be reckoned with. Moving on from player to player. Different situation here. Melvin Gordon, Ian Rappaport. I got a notification on my phone this morning that Melvin Gordon is expected to sit out 6 to 8 weeks. So, for Chargers fans, it's not sounding too good because he has to be back by week 10 in order to not be a Le'Veon Bell situation in regards to, I forget what it is. My brain's not working at the moment, but Melvin Gordon's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. We'll see what that does for the Chargers. Austin Eckler is going to get the start and probably split carries between another running back. I don't remember his name either, but we'll see what goes on there.
People are picking the Chargers to be a playoff team. Not having a guy like Melvin Gordon, can that ruin that? Can that not make the Chargers as good as people think they're going to be?
It definitely can affect the Chargers in the early season. It could affect their mentality later in the season, and who knows if they'll even make the playoffs, which they're a really good team, so I still think they will. But
And also, the Eagles, who are my team, actually tried getting Melvin Gordon in a trade. I think it was Wednesday, the Eagles offered Jordan Howard, and I think it was a 6th-round pick, but the Chargers,
Something like that,
yeah, but the Chargers turned it down. But also, what came out is the Eagles never actually made that trade offer, so I don't know if that's even true or not. But it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so we'll see what the future holds for Melvin Gordon. We'll see if he gets a new contract extension, but they said those talks were done until the end of the season. So time will tell with Melvin Gordon.
Or maybe be in a Patriots jersey by the end of the season. I'll just stop watching football. I'll just give up forever.
No, he won't go to the Patriots.
No
Patriots
way.
already have James White. Rex Burkhead's still on the roster.
Oh, he is?
And, yeah, and you can't forget Sony Michel, who's now a great running back. And we don't have room for Melvin Gordon on the Patriots roster. But, I mean, I wouldn't complain.
I would.
So NFL Week 1 officially started on Thursday, this past Thursday, with the Packers versus the Bears, in which the Packers won 10-3.
Wasn't a really interesting game, in my opinion.
The game, so many penalties. At one point, the Bears were 1st and 40 on like their 26-yard line. Something like that, or they're 16 or something. It was just ridiculous, and then became 2nd and 40 and 3rd and 40.
Yep.
And who the hell plans for 3rd and 40?
You can't just.
No, you have 3rd and long.
But that's 40.
That's long. But Aaron Rodgers didn't look that good.
No, neither did Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah, Trubisky, 3rd-year player. He should be better than that, or by now.
Last year he had a really good season last year. I mean, I think there was a game he threw 5 touchdowns in one game, but
yeah, but this is also still the first game of the season,
so
so
we just
can't judge
jump
completely
that fast. But just wasn't a really interesting game. I think it was by the first half or second half there was 7 punts that already happened. That's not. It kind of reminded me of the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
like Super Bowl Rams and Patriots.
Yeah, it was the Packers, right? They had 1 touchdown and 7 punts.
Yeah,
yeah.
Really
I remember
interesting
that
game.
And it was first game of the season. It happens. Got to get back in the groove, considering Aaron Rodgers didn't play a snap in the preseason. Rodgers will get back on his groove, and hopefully he stays healthy and all goes well for the Green Bay.
And the Bears finally have a kicker who can make a field goal. Sorry, Cody Parkey.
Jesus, John. Vicious.
Sorry.
You are vicious. Up next, we got Week 1 matchups. So we have highlighted 5 games for Week 1 of the NFL season. So, John, talk about your Eagles.
I'm actually really excited for this. They got a really good front 7 on defense. The secondary is not that good. That worries me. Carson Wentz is back. If Carson Wentz can stay healthy and play like he did 2 seasons ago before he got injured, they could be a really good team. You know, they got a good offense. They got Deshaun Jackson back as a deep weapon. They got Jordan Howard at running back. I think Nelson Aguilar will have a lot of catches. You know, Zach Ertz, probably one of the best tight ends in the game.
I agree.
I really like this matchup. I think they're going to beat the Redskins by 2 touchdowns.
Because they're the Redskins.
Yep, they're the Redskins.
Right now on MyBookie, it just updated from 10-point favorites to 11-point favorites.
Yeah.
So it's just like even less hope for the Redskins in the betting world. I don't bet often. I just started looking at it.
No way.
I finally learned what
those
points mean today. So,
but yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for this upcoming season for the Eagles. But Carson Wentz, he needs to stay healthy. Last year he
hasn't had a full healthy season, right?
His rookie year,
and then it's just decreased every year, right?
No, I think it was week 13 or 14 he got hurt against the Rams a year. He should have been MVP.
Yeah, and then Brady took it.
Last year, I forgot what week he came back, but it was against the Colts. But then he missed the rest of the season. But this guy, he needs to stay healthy if he wants to be an MVP quarterback. Not only MVP quarterback, but one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Right, because the best quality you can have in any guy is availability.
Yeah.
What good are they if they're on the bench? So I agree with you. As long as Carson Wentz stays healthy,
and
I agree that the Eagles should blow through the Redskins, let alone the entire season, and have a really good record, make the playoffs, and have a legit chance at winning the Super Bowl.
And if he can't stay healthy, their backup is just—it's not Nick Foles anymore. Nick Foles is in Jacksonville. Their backup is Josh McCown, who's 41 years old. I don't want that guy to be.
Is he that old?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah, they signed him.
Josh McCown, right?
Yeah, they signed him to a 1-year deal. But, if Carson can't stay healthy, I don't know what the Eagles are going to do at quarterback because you don't want a 41-year-old quarterback.
I spelled it correctly.
You did?
Yeah. All right, let's see. Wikipedia. He's 40 years old. I had no idea.
I mean, I can't knock his age. Look at Tom Brady, but you cannot compare Josh McCown and Tom Brady. I sound like an idiot doing that, but yeah, I don't know. I just need Carson to stay healthy.
McCown's also on his 11th team in the NFL. And there's one team that wasn't in the NFL on that list.
Was the AFL, AFFF, whatever just happened?
No, it was, what team is this? It was the UFL.
The UFL?
United Football League.
What the hell is that?
It looks like they only had 2 seasons. Yeah, it was the Hartford Colonels.
Never heard
Colonials.
of them. You never even heard of that league.
Founded in 2009, folded in 2011. So, yeah, they had Josh McCown for 2010. But he's been on the Cardinals, Lions, Raiders, Dolphins, Panthers, Colonials, 49ers, Bears, Buccaneers, Browns, Jets, and Eagles now. So
Yep.
I didn't know he was that old. The first time I remember hearing about Josh McCown was when he was on the Browns, so maybe that's why I didn't know he was that old.
Yeah, but I think the Eagles will be fine. But like I said again, I know I keep saying over and over again, I don't want to repeat myself, but Carson needs to stay healthy. You know, they got a good front seven. Their offense is really good. They got the best tight end in the game.
Yep. Well, one of the best.
One of the best.
There's a couple better.
They also got Alshon Jeffrey, who...
That guy, George Kittle. Helmet signed by George Kittle, by the way. Audio listeners, look at the video. You'll see the George Kittle helmet.
Yeah, but I'm not sure about the Eagles, but Carson needs to stay healthy, and I'm not going to say that again. Maybe I will.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really have anything to add to that. But the second game that we are looking at is my team, the New England Patriots, versus the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Sunday night primetime game, with the Steelers losing Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell this past season. Well, technically 2 seasons ago with Bell because he didn't play last year. But losing those 2 key guys sure keeps the locker room nice and comfortable for the team without Antonio Brown's drama at the end of the season and Le'Veon Bell's holdout.
And the Steelers would definitely be fine at wide receiver. I mean, they got Juju Smith-Schuster. I think that's his name.
But I do have a little bit of worries, not right away, but just something a time will tell type of thing, because Juju did so well, but he also had Antonio Brown as the number 1 guy.
Yeah, now
so he was producing number one guy numbers at number 2.
So he's filling big shoes.
Yeah, so instead of Brown taking the double teams, it'll be Juju that'll take the double teams away.
Oh, that's
from,
big. That's definitely big.
So that might. Who knows if that'll affect Juju in a negative way, but because we know how New England likes to play defense, they'll put like their number 1 guy on their number 2 guy, 2 receiver, and then double team the number 1 guy all day. They've done it before, so. Who knows if they'll do it again with Juju. But I have the Patriots winning this game.
You have a score? Or you don't want to do that?
I didn't think about it, but I'm going to say 31-27.
That's a close game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be close, but we all know how Brady goes in the fourth quarter. Falcons. I'm sorry. It had to be done.
28-3.
28-3. Never forget. Yeah, but unfortunately, Antonio Brown's not eligible for this game, which would have been so funny if he was, because the Raiders, or the Steelers. The Raiders traded 2 draft picks for Antonio Brown to sign with the Patriots. So the Raiders lost 2 draft picks for nothing. Literally, because he didn't play a game. He didn't play a preseason game. He didn't play a snap. He didn't make a catch in any games. And just like, okay,
he just
lost 2 picks.
He just put that jersey on to put it on.
Yeah.
And
the times he wanted to put it on, he didn't show up. But
I just want to get to one thing. If any Raiders fan brought an Antonio Brown jersey, I feel so sorry for you wasted money on that.
low-key, not going to lie, I keep typing in Antonio Brown on Pristine Auction just to see if there's any Raiders stuff that's not selling, just to get it for the team you didn't even end up playing for a game.
Use it for toilet paper.
How are you going to use a full-size helmet for toilet paper?
No, I was talking about a jersey.
Oh.
Because that's what the Raiders franchise is.
Trash. Especially with Antonio Brown. Actually, speaking of the Raiders, I saw this photo the other day of their wide receiver core and their stats over their careers. And the Raiders only have one other wide receiver that has over 100 catches in their career. Not for a season, their entire career.
Who is it?
I don't remember. I don't know their team. I just remember this is like 120 something catches, and then it was like 70 and like 20 and then like 0.
Yikes, Raiders, what are you doing?
Yeah, because it was just like this came out when there was talk about suspending Antonio Brown, and just like without Antonio Brown, their wide receiver core is very lackluster. So,
but we should get back to the we're talking about the Patriots and
Patriots Steelers, right? Got off track. Sorry about that. Yeah, the Patriots just have so many weapons. Edelman, Gordon, not N'Keal Harry yet, but Demaryius Thomas has something to prove. And then we got Sony Michel in the backfield. We're just going to keep the Steelers guessing all game. And forgot about James White. James White can do both running and catching.
And the Patriots are revealing their sixth banner tonight.
Yeah, so they got not necessarily something to prove. That's not the phrase I'm looking for. They got to they just have to prove why they're the best.
But I think it's gonna be a close game.
Definitely gonna be close. But Steelers, I'm sorry, as long as Tom Brady's playing football, you will never be the best team in the AFC.
I don't think anyone will be the best team. Not in the
Nope,
AFC,
that's
but
Tom
just
Brady.
all NFL.
It's literally just Tom Brady
Greatest
all day,
quarterback of all time.
every day, all day.
He's a god.
I said that backwards. All day, every day.
He's a god.
He's the GOAT.
Greatest
Right,
Michael Jordan of football.
31-27 Patriots is my prediction. John, you want to give a score for your Eagles game that we just jumped over?
Did I say a score? I don't remember if I said a score.
Did you say score?
I think I said 2 scores.
You
I don't remember.
said 2 touchdowns.
Or
I don't
2
know if you said
touchdowns.
a number. So, like, what, 24-10?
Yeah, I'll go with 24-10. If I already said another score, then I'm sticking with 24-10.
I think you just said 2 touchdowns. All right. Going to game number 3. What do I have written down here? Game number 3, we have Chiefs-Jaguars. Now, the reason I picked this game to talk about is because this will be the start, truly, of Nick Foles' post-Super Bowl MVP.
And can he play a full 16 games? He's never played a full 16 games in a season.
Yeah, so we got to keep an eye on him, see how he does. It's the beginning of the season, so he'll be doing good. And the other reason is it's the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes.
Travis Kelce.
No, I'm mainly talking about
all right.
Patrick Mahomes had a truly remarkable season last season.
55 touchdowns, I think.
I think he just reached 50.
50.
I think he had 50 on the dot. Well, only the third player ever to throw 50 touchdowns in a season. So he's going to have something to prove to make sure that us fans don't think or take it as a fluke. So obviously his numbers are going to drop, but I think you can still consider Patrick Mahomes elite quarterback if he gets at least
MVP candidate again.
MVP candidate and maybe like over 4,000 passing yards, 35 touchdowns, and 10 or less interceptions. I think if he can do that this season, which I just threw out random numbers, so don't sue me if it doesn't seem as big to you. But I think if he can do that, he can prove that MVP season of his wasn't a fluke. And he can cement himself as a future Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Possibly this year. Maybe.
We'll see. We're getting there. Be patient.
And also, not only that, but Patrick Mahomes legit almost beat Tom Brady in the AFC Championship last year. If it wasn't for Dee Ford being offside, it would have been Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I mean,
100% would have been. And then Brady wouldn't have ring 6. And who knows how the Chiefs would have been against the Rams, because we remember with game 1 with them when they played each other season, it was like, what, both teams were over 50 points?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's just like...
But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting if Patrick Mahomes can definitely have that season again.
Yeah.
And can Nick Foles play full 16 games?
Yeah.
He does have a defense that can get him into the playoffs, but I don't know.
Yeah, and we'll see how Leonard Fournette does on the Jaguars.
Yeah, because last year
he didn't do as well as his prior year when the Jaguars made it to the AFC Championship. They made it to the championship game.
Yeah,
right?
they lost.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Patriots,
as usual.
For some reason, I couldn't remember if it was the AFC Championship or divisional round for the Jaguars. But what's your score prediction for this game?
For this one, I'm gonna go 38-24 Chiefs.
Jesus.
It's gonna be a high scoring game. The Chiefs defense is really not that good.
Chiefs defense isn't great.
Yeah, Chiefs got a good offense, but defense wins championships in my opinion, and Chiefs don't have a good defense.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that high scoring.
Oh, you don't?
No, I'm leaning towards like 27-21.
It's more reasonable.
Yeah, it's still week 1. I don't expect super high scoring yet.
Yeah,
with the Chiefs. Because they have mostly the same offense. They re-signed Tyreek Hill, or they extended Tyreek Hill, and
just brought LaShawn McCoy in. But LaShawn McCoy, he's getting up there in age. I think he's 31, 32. And usually running backs that age don't really play that well. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah. So we'll see how that game goes. But we both have the Chiefs winning that one. I keep forgetting the games I picked. The next game we have is Cowboys-Giants.
Ugh. Both those teams, garbage.
The main reason I picked this game was Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper. See if they can transition their three-way success
like they did last year
for the second half of the season into the beginning of 2019. And whether or not Ezekiel Elliott is going to have a full workload, which I don't think he will be having because of his time not in training camp, not playing preseason games.
How much money is he making? 90. What is
it? Was 6 years, $90 million.
Yeah, that's a lot for a running back. I know he's still young.
$50 million guaranteed. So, regardless of his deal, we'll see how he does this season. Because without a training camp, his first couple games are going to be not as prevalent, and Tony Pollard will get more carries.
Yes.
So,
and if you guys are listening, if you guys do fantasy football, go get Tony Pollard. If he's out available, there, go get him. He's a sleeper. If no one drafted him, if you hear this, get him because he's definitely going to take over Ezekiel Elliott. I'm calling it right now. I may sound like an idiot, but
I don't think he's going to take over Zeke. He's just the first couple of games of the season, he'll have a bigger workload.
I just want it to happen, so I say I called it, and you guys can be like, "Hey, that dude from the Take the Lead podcast called that." So yeah,
yeah. But just as Skip Shannon says, Tony Pollard will be the 1A to Zeke's 1.
Yep.
So,
and also,
who knows if he's right?
Will Dak Prescott get this contract he's been wanting because he's coming up on his final year on his rookie deal?
I just realized I said Skip Shannon. I meant Skip Bayless. Shannon's his co-host. Jesus, I messed that one up. But I had to correct myself. So, before we get to who we think is going to win, who's going to have a bigger game, Zeke or Saquon?
Oh, wow. See, my opinion, Saquon Barkley's going to get so many carries this year. I mean,
yeah.
Eli Manning is 6,000 years old.
Yeah, hasn't won a Super Bowl in 27 years. That's not
those,
a number.
Those 2 Super Bowls were flukes, by the way. I'm not even a Patriots fan. But, yeah, I mean.
They weren't flukes. It was just.
Yeah, the Giants were better. But,
it was Burris's helmet catch. It was Burris, right?
Nah, Tyreek. What was it?
No.
Damn.
Burris was on the team, though, right?
Yeah, he caught the game-winning touchdown. David Tyree.
Oh, yeah.
It was a helmet catch.
Yeah.
But, then, they got a quarterback who's 6,000 years old. Then they got Daniel Jones, who completely got booed when the Giants drafted him.
But then they started cheering for him after preseason games against third stringers. So, I'm going to... this isn't my final score prediction, but I think Daniel Jones will become the starter by the end of the year.
But, yeah, I mean, Giants don't have a good offense. They only got Saquon Barkley. I think Ezekiel Elliott's going to have a better game. The Giants, the Cowboys' O-line is one of the best in the NFL. And Ezekiel Elliott is probably one of the best running backs in the game. So I'm going to go with Ezekiel Elliott. And sorry, Shaquan, you're going to get destroyed this year.
I was just talking about this game, but who's going to have a better game between the two?
Yeah, Ezekiel Elliott.
You still think it's going to be Zeke?
It's going to be.
I think it's going to be Barkley.
You do?
He's going to have more carries. That's the only reason why.
Oh, yeah, because Giant, yeah. But, yeah, I'm going to go with Ezekiel Elliott.
And overall, who's going to have a better season, Zeke or Barkley?
I got to go with Barkley.
I'm going Barkley as well. Just random predictions, whatever.
And I hope the game ends in a tie.
And who do you think's going to win?
I can't believe I'm saying this. I hate this team with a burning passion. Cowboys. I think this game's going to be a blowout.
What do you think the score is going to be?
35-7. The Giants are just not good.
Really?
35-7. You shocked?
Yeah, because I'm going with an upset here.
You taking the Giants?
It's going to be close. I think it's going to be like 17-14. Or like 21-17 or 2017. It's going to be a field goal difference just because obviously it's game one. Obviously Dak isn't the greatest quarterback.
You don't think so? No.
No, he's like low second tier, high third tier quarterback in my opinion as of right now in his career. Sure, he's put up great numbers with Amari, but that's because he had a full fledged Zeke in the back, which he doesn't have for this game. With Zeke not going to be on the field every play, obviously if they hand it off to Tony Pollard, sure, I think he's a pretty fine running back, but he's not Ezekiel Elliott. So with Dak Prescott throwing more than I feel like he normally would with no Zeke as a threat to even do a PA, I think the Giants could upset. And and I'm gonna look straight into the camera for this one. If the Giants beat the Cowboys, I am never going to let this down that I called it. And if the Cowboys win, it was a shot in the dark.
Yeah, you know what? You got to go for it.
Got to be different sometimes. Oh, my Lord. This was a good idea to record these. Breaking news. I got a notification from the NFL app on my phone.
Let's hear this.
Redskins running back Adrian Peterson,
who's like 8,000 years old,
will not play against the Eagles in season opener. Ian Rappaport and Mike Garofalo.
Let's go, baby.
Does that change your score from 24-10?
I know, because I'm sticking with 24-10 because even if Adrian Peterson played, I don't think he would have took a lot of carries because they got a running back now. I don't remember his name. Yeah, they drafted him.
No idea.
I don't think they drafted him last year or this year. Darius something. But it looks like he's gonna be the new running back. But yeah, I don't think even if Adrian Peterson played, I don't think it would have made a difference.
Yeah, my major flaw is not following the NFL draft. So I don't know.
I'm just taking a shot in the dark, but I don't know if he got drafted this year or last year. But
I don't know.
I only usually watch the Eagles pick in the draft. That's usually what I watch.
I am terrible at first-year players. I don't watch college football. I need to start. I need to figure out how to start and where to start. All I know is Jalen Hurts is doing well. That's all I got for you. I don't even know what team he's on.
I've been trying to get into it this year.
Does Jalen Hurts go to Oklahoma?
Yes.
Hey, I know something.
I tried getting into it. I watched Notre Dame last week. Yesterday, I watched LSU in Texas, which was a really good game. If you guys saw that kid crying in the stands, that kid's going to be a gift now the rest of his life.
Who was the team that scored 70 points last night?
I know Oregon.
They faced South Dakota.
I don't know. I know I saw that, but I know
I'm gonna look it up.
I know Oregon scored 77 points.
South Dakota. I'm gonna type in South Dakota football since I don't know the other team. I always forget. This is how much I don't. I saw it literally like 5 hours ago, and I already forgot who it was.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into college football. Tried to get into it last year. I don't know what it is about college football, but I just can't get into it.
Oh, it was Oklahoma.
What was the score?
70-14, and Oklahoma had over 700 yards of offense. Yeah, it was not a good game for South Dakota. But okay, I got to restart the camera. So give me 1 second. Talk.
Let's see, what can I talk about? I don't know. That the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Calling right now. I'm not being biased, but the Eagles. No, I'm just kidding. But definitely happy football's back. I've been waiting for this for a very long time now.
And we are literally watching 3 games today.
Yep, we got the Eagles at 1. Don't know who we're going to do at 4. Then Patriots and Steelers at 8.
So full day of football, and I have the free
For the
trial
next,
of NFL Game Pass. So like during commercial breaks, I'll just be like watching highlights from another game.
Oh, you still have? You didn't cancel it?
No, not yet. I was just gonna wait until after Monday to cancel it,
All
so
right,
I can
good.
still watch some of those.
So
games
yeah, so we can watch the
40.
Eagles tonight or today at 1.
Yeah. So the final game we're gonna talk about. I probably should have told you those teams, so you could have talked about it while I was fixing.
No,
the
it's all
camera.
right. No worries. We'll get better
Cardinals
at
Lions.
this. Kyler
And now
Murray.
the only reason I picked this game is because of Kyler Murray. This will be the true test because preseason you're playing not against starters.
No, you're playing against dudes who are just trying to get a contract.
So Kyler Murray, terrible offensive line, has one hell of a wide receiver in Larry Fitzgerald.
And he still puts up numbers, even though he's up there in age. This dude is one of the
He's something.
one of the
Something
best
else.
wide receivers to ever play the game. Unfortunately, I feel for Larry Fitzgerald. This guy is probably never going to win a Super Bowl. He came close in
agree.
2009. That's
Not close enough.
it. Just sucks. No, he definitely deserves to be on a championship team. But
Yeah,
I don't
but
think it's going to happen.
he decided to keep re-signing with the Cardinals.
That's loyalty.
That was
right
his
there.
first mistake. But yeah, no, it's always something good to have a loyalty in a player.
Yes, and he's definitely that.
Yeah, but the main reason I have is it's Kyler Murray's NFL debut, number 1 overall pick. You're gonna see how he does, and John,
Patricia.
who do you,
Lions.
Matt Patricia. Yeah, they have a heavy defensive team.
I
with a
wanna-
defensive-minded head
It's
coach.
going to sound crazy, but I think the Lions could be a sleeper team this year. I think
You
they
think
could
so?
surprise a lot of people. I looked at their roster this morning when I was at the gym. It's not that bad.
Can I be completely honest with you? I have the Cardinals upsetting the Lions today.
You do?
I just don't think the Lions. Sure, the Lions have a pretty good team. I just obviously they can't prepare for Kyler Murray without NFL footage.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just
Got a
feel
score?
like nothing
You're just
crazy.
going to take the Cardinals.
I'm taking the Cardinals. It's gonna be a one possession game to end it. Either a field goal or a touchdown. Not too high scoring. It'll be like high teens, low 20s.
I say 17-20, last second field goal.
By
Cardinals.
to win.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. I should have assumed after you said Cardinals. I just wanted to double check. So those are our top 5 games that we're going to be paying attention to this week. And to wrap up this episode, we're going to be going into our playoff predictions, and we're just going to talk about who we think is going to win the division and the divisions and the wild cards, and then what our Super Bowl matchup is going to be, and who we think is going to win. So, John, let's start in the most obvious division for the past 20 years.
Well, for the AFC East,
Yeah.
I obviously got the Dolphins winning. I'm just kidding. I got the.
you have them winning the
course I got
worst
the
team
Pa-
award.
Of course, I got the Patriots winning.
Yeah, I got the Patriots as well for obvious reasons. It's the AFC East. They have won the division pretty much almost every year since Tom Brady's been on the team. There's really not much else to say. The Chiefs and Bills are getting not the Chiefs and Bills. The Jets and Bills are getting better. The Jets have Le'Veon Bell. But that's not enough to dethrone the Patriots in the division.
No.
Jets could be a sleeper wild card team.
Bills could be a surprise too. They got a very good defense.
Yeah. So, and then Miami's Miami.
Trash.
Miami, watch out next week. Antonio Brown's coming for you.
Trash. Trash with the capital T.
Antonio Brown's trash?
No, the Dolphins.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, how dare you? He's on my team now. He's on my team. So it's just like Antonio Brown became, you know how like you can pick on your little brother, but you don't allow other people to pick on your little brother?
That's like me picking on the Patriots. I don't want to pick on them.
No, that's like the players. It's like, I'll pick on them all I want when they're not on my team, but when someone else does it when they are on my team, it's just like, No, stop.
Yeah.
You know. So moving on, we got the AFC West. Who do you have winning the division?
No brainer. The Chiefs. They're just
my homeboy. That's what Shannon Sharp calls him. My homeboy.
Yeah, the Chiefs. No brainer.
Yeah, there's not really any question about the Chiefs. We got Mahomes, Travis Kelce. I'm very bad at remembering players' names.
It's all right.
I'll get better over time. You got to get with the progress here. I'll get there. I'm going to watch a lot of football this year and remember these guys' names. But the Chiefs, after last season, they have a lot to prove and maintain, and I think they will. So I have the Chiefs winning the AFC West. Anything else you want to say about the Chiefs?
Nope, just got them winning the division.
All right, so the AFC North. Hey, John, who do you have winning the AFC North?
I got the Browns winning the North.
Stop agreeing with me. I have the Browns as well.
I think the Browns know Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, and don't forget, after Week 8, they get Kareem Hunt.
Chiefs.
And just like, yeah. What?
Did I say Chiefs? I meant Browns. I'm an
You
idiot.
definitely said Chiefs. I thought you...
That ain't it, Chief. Damn it.
Oh, my God. What else do I have to say about the Browns? Once Baker Mayfield took over last season, the Browns just went up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And I think with the addition of Odell Beckham Jr., Kareem Hunt after Week 8, after a suspension, and now having Jarvis Landry as well, just the amount of talent on that team. Can't forget Njoku.
Yep, he's a good tight end.
So it's just like the Browns, I think they're going to surprise a lot of people this year. I think they're going to win the division, not by much, though, because I'm skipping ahead a little bit. I have the Steelers in my wild card. So, moving on to the AFC South. I'm sorry if this isn't very informative. We're just making predictions here.
I got the Jaguars winning the South. They got a very good defense, and I think that'll be enough to get them into the playoffs. Like I said about Nick Foles, even if he doesn't play, I know he hasn't played a full season in his career, but I think that defense would be good enough to get him into the playoffs. And they're winning their division. Yeah,
I also have the Jaguars, pretty much for the same reasons he said. The South really can go any way at any time.
That's a garbage division.
It's going to be close. Titans with Mariota. He's in a contract year, so he has something to prove.
Yep.
Watson, he's also in a contract year, right? They went 1 and 2. No,
I don't know. I think he was a rookie 2 years ago.
Watson?
I think so.
Or am I thinking of Winston on the Bucs?
Winston.
Yeah, I got quarterbacks confused. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I have the Jaguars, as I said. Just Nick Foles, Super Bowl MVP.
Yep.
I don't really have anything else to say about that. Moving on to our AFC wild cards. Who
get there?
Give me one of your wild card teams.
I actually got them right here. Want me to go 1 through 4?
What? Why do you have 4? I thought there was only 2 for conference.
Is there? I might have messed up here, but
Oh, yeah, you put Browns and Jags. You picked them to win the division.
I got the Browns and Jags.
Oh, you have your wild card matchups. I think. I don't know.
I'm just going to go with the 4. I got the Browns, Jags, Texans, and Ravens.
So Texans and Ravens. So you have the Steelers missing the playoffs. Huh? So you have the Steelers missing the playoffs.
Yes.
Okay. Why do you have the Texans and the Ravens? Because I have no faith in either of those teams.
Ravens. Whatsoever. I mean, Ravens with a. I think Ravens. I don't know. I don't watch. Damn it! Put me in the spot.
I did. That's the point.
But I don't know about the Ravens. I think the Ravens. I know you don't have faith in Lamar Jackson, but I think you get them there again.
So you think they'll maybe like 9 and 7?
Yeah,
with a wild card,
squeaking with 9 and 7. Then the Texans. I mean, Deshaun Watson has targets besides DeAndre Hopkins, so I got that.
Oh, actually, speaking of DeAndre Hopkins, I'm going to switch topics real quick. I meant to talk about this in the Antonio Brown segment at the very beginning of this podcast.
Whoa, we're going back in time, fellas.
Yeah, so Bleacher Report posted on Instagram yesterday a picture of Antonio Brown in the Patriots jersey. This one, right? And it's breaking. Antonio Brown has agreed to terms with the Patriots. Blah blah blah. And then DeAndre Hopkins commented, "Aw shit," with the star covering the T. Like you can see it on the bottom.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
I just wanted to talk about that because I thought it was hilarious. And then Patrick Beverly in the NBA.
Yep.
He's like, let athletes be themselves. Now he just changed the NFL. Love it.
Yeah.
So, going back to the Patriots and the Browns and Antonio Brown for a second, I just want to say that like 3 minutes after it was announced that Antonio Brown was released, I tweeted, and as of now, Antonio Brown is no longer a Raider. And then this is like Bill Belichick incoming. So I just want to say I called it.
Yes, you did. You did. I was right there when you called it too.
You were not. I tweeted it while I was at Red Robin with my dad.
No, you did it yesterday before I left for the gym. You said he's going to go to the Patriots. I said, I'll stop watching football. Because you retweeted. Yeah, you replied to retweet to one of your friends. I got a good memory.
No, I was at lunch with my dad. Profile. Keep talking.
Yeah. He doesn't believe me.
I tweeted it at 12:08 p.m. I was with my dad at the mall.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't even drink, so.
I think we were talking about if he was getting released. Like if he got released. Because there was talk about
it. Oh, yeah, because he didn't get released until later in the day. Yes.
He tweeted release.
That's what I was talking about when you said he's going to go to the Patriots. Okay.
Yeah.
My
I
mistake.
didn't mean to put that away. So moving on, my wild card teams. Sorry about that. We just got lost in a rabbit hole back with Antonio Brown. See what he does to everybody? He just everything. Okay. Anyways, my wild card teams. I have the Steelers and the Chargers. I think the Chargers will be able to do okay without Melvin Gordon for the first couple weeks, unless they get this whole holdout situation taken care of. But when he comes back, assuming that report's accurate, saying by week 6 to 8, that I think they'll start going on a winning streak with a healthy Melvin Gordon. And Phillip Rivers, he's a really good QB. It's his time to shine. He's getting older as well.
Mm-hmm.
Came in same year as, I think, being Big Ben. It's been a long time for him in the league. And I think the Chargers will make the wild card. So we're going to move on to the NFC. Who do you have in the East?
Back. Wild card or standings?
Divisions.
Hold on.
I'll go first since he's looking it up.
I got it.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm going with my
Eagles.
Got the Eagles.
I have the Eagles too. So, for all the reasons why we said the Eagles are going to win it today against the Redskins, an Adrian Peterson-less Redskins now.
Yep.
I think they're just going to carry it throughout the year. Carson Wentz, fingers crossed you stay healthy. At least until November 18th when we can see you play in Philly live.
We're going to that game. Maybe I'll vlog it because I got a YouTube channel.
Bonus content for this channel too.
Yes.
If you're listening to the podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel Take the Lead, where we post video.
No, I will vlog it.
We video this podcast, and we'll put up some bonus videos as well from time to time.
I'll definitely vlog it that day.
So definitely subscribe, turn on post notifications, and just keep your eyes peeled for anything that we put out on that channel. Anything sports related, we might toss up like a 3-minute news story that is urgent enough not to be a podcast.
Yes.
Or long enough to be a podcast.
Yes.
And then, okay, so who do you have in the NFC West, my guy?
All right, this is going to sound so crazy, and I'm sure the people listening, and you're going to think
by that, I'm crazy. This is not the Rams.
No, this is Seahawks.
It's the Oh, okay.
Javan Clowney with
Oh, yeah, sure.
Bobby Wagner, is that his name?
Yeah, Bobby Wagner.
I think the
Seahawks
defense is good. Don't know who they have on offense. That's the only thing that kind of scares me. Russell Wilson.
Tyler Lockett is one of their wide receivers. He's on my fantasy
Doug
team.
Baldwin.
I don't know.
Did Doug Baldwin retire?
We're doing a lot of phone research on this.
Yeah, we probably should.
Okay, I don't even care.
This
is how our podcast is going to be.
All right, not Doug Baldwin.
We may not know all the information, but we're going to deliver the correct information, whether it kills me or not.
Maybe not Doug Baldwin because Doug Baldwin retired.
Oh, he did?
Yes, so
who are
whoops.
Who are the Seahawks wide receivers? Let's find out. Seahawks wide receivers. Seahawks wide receivers 2019.
Tyler Lockett. Oh
Taylor
my God.
Price, Daniel Williams,
DK Metcalf.
DK
That dude's a
Metcalf,
freaking
Tyler
house.
Lockett.
Okay, I don't know why I went to Seahawks, but I definitely think they can definitely surprise people with that defense. Like I said, in my opinion, defense wins championships. But I'm definitely not going to win the championship.
Yeah, and Russell Wilson just got his new contract this offseason, so he's going to have something to prove as well. However, I still have the Rams winning the NFC West.
You got the Rams?
Yeah, because Todd Gurley isn't the healthiest, as we know, or as we might not know, as we know. We don't know. They don't tell us anything about him. They didn't tell us anything during the postseason if he was healthy or not. So that concerns me. However, just the Rams did so well last year. They don't even have to do nearly as well to still win the division, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
that's definitely a far stretch for the Seahawks.
Yeah, but with Jared Goff leading the team, and they had them having the number one player in the NFL on defense.
And they also got a good wide receivers, too.
Yeah, so you can't rule out the Rams.
No.
So that's why I have the Rams winning the NFC West. So, John, I don't know what's next on my list, but I'm going to go with the South. Who do you have winning the NFC South? And I bet I have North listed first, so I'm going to be confused. All right, go ahead.
The South, I got the Saints. And
Me too.
Just Drew Brees, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
40 as well, with like Brady still on a high level.
The offense is good. No, Alvin Kamara.
Yep.
The wide receivers,
Michael
Thomas. The Saints, they're a good team, a very good team. So I also got them winning.
Yeah, I have the Saints winning as well. I have Alvin Kamara in both of my fantasy leagues. I picked him number 2 in my first one, and he fell to number 4 in my second one. So I'm like, I'm going to take him. Because I wasn't expecting Zeke to be the number 3 pick in my second league. Because he didn't even have a contract.
He was in 3 in a lot of them. I thought they would have had Zeke at least
second
top
round.
10, top 15, or even going second round.
Yeah, so it's just like, because it went McCaffrey. It went Barkley, McCaffrey, Zeke, and there's like Kamara still there. I was getting ready to pick DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
So just picked Kamara. I'm just like, my team name's Lights Kamara Action. So
you have to.
I picked number 2 with that league. And then my other one is no Zeke, no problems.
Yeah, it's my league.
So, yeah, I have the Saints winning as well. Alvin Kamara putting up the numbers as he has over the past couple of years. I think he'll be consistent or even better because he doesn't have what's his name?
Mark Ingram.
Yeah, he does have Mark Ingram on the team as well.
Baltimore. That's another reason why I took Baltimore.
Yeah, so that's why I have the Saints winning the division. So, John, NFC North, who you got?
I actually got the Packers winning.
Me too. Their opening day performance wasn't the best.
No.
As we all saw
just look who
against
the quarterback
Bears.
is. I mean, Aaron Rodgers.
You forgot who their entire team is.
See, I would go with the Bears, but the Bears lost their defensive coordinator from last year. I forget his name.
And Trubisky didn't do so well. He's not a great quarterback either. But Aaron Rodgers, you can't go wrong with Aaron Rodgers. As long as he's healthy, I think the Packers will win the division. But if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, I think there's a chance that it just ruins everything for the Packers.
But don't worry, Bears fans. You're going to like me in a few minutes when we get to our...
You have him in the wild card.
Yes.
So talk about the Bears and while you have them in the wild card, since we're done talking about the Packers.
You want me to do my wild card predictions?
Just tell me why you picked the Bears in the wild card.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to be good as they were last year. I know it's crazy. I just don't think they're going to be good as they were last year. I mean, like I said, they lost their defensive coordinator. That's one of the reasons why they were so good last year.
Right.
Trubisky did get hot at times, but I just don't see them repeating the performance they had last year.
Oh, I agree. That's why I don't even have them in the playoffs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're out. My first wild card team is the Falcons.
It's the Falcons?
It's the Falcons because Matt Ryan does well in a dome.
Yes.
He has 13 dome games this year. And they have one cold, quote unquote, weather game, and that's San Francisco in December, which is like 50, 60 degrees.
Yeah, and you guys complain about 60 degrees weather in friggin' San Francisco.
It's 60 degrees now.
when in New England in this.
Got my phone. No,
it's broken.
No, it's not.
I'm just kidding.
My phone. I've never cracked an iPhone.
But,
believe it or not.
Yeah, you people in San Francisco complain about your damn 60-degree weather in December.
In Florida.
Yeah, try living here when it's friggin' 8 degrees and we wake up.
At the same time.
8 degrees.
Yeah. Do you just flip them off? How dare you? Yeah, but of the Falcons, Matt Ryan does better in controlled weather situations.
Mm-hmm.
And just who he's always been.
And he has Julio Jones.
Yeah, who just signed his new contract. 3 years, $66 million extension. With like, I think most of it was guaranteed from what I heard.
Yeah. And they seem to hold out like other people do.
Yeah, he threatened it, I think.
Oh, he did?
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm talking out I'm talking on my butt right now. Who's your second wild card team?
I got the
Cowboys.
I had Bears at 4, but I got the Cowboys at 1. Cowboys will make the playoffs as much as I want them to.
My second wild card team is also the Cowboys, for reasons that we kind of talked about earlier. Dak, Zeke, and Amari, when all three of them are up and running and at 100% effective, or at 100% effectiveness. They did really well. They were like 6-2 with Amari Cooper, or 7-1 with Amari Cooper.
Either
once they got him,
7-1.
Yeah, something like that. But they did really well with Amari Cooper. And once Zeke's back in his groove after missing the entire preseason and training camp, I think this team will be really well in the first couple of weeks. Which I think is just a way to get back into it. And I still have them in my wild card spot. So, John, to end today's episode.
And I have the Rams and Falcons. So, Rams fans, don't get mad at me. Okay, what are you going to say?
Wait, what? Why do you have so many teams?
Because I thought it
was 4 wild card teams total, not 2. I thought it was 2 per division. Or 2 per conference.
Well, if it doesn't work out like that, then I guess that's how I have it.
Oh, we'll figure it out later. We will update you on John's playoff predictions in the next episode. So, John, Super Bowl. Who you got?
Chiefs over Saints. I mean, I do want to take the Eagles, but like I said earlier...
you completely changed it from what you told me earlier.
Yeah, it was the Cowboys earlier, but screw the Cowboys.
Yeah, it was the Chiefs over Cowboys.
But like I said, I mean, I want to be biased and take the Eagles, but Carson needs to stay healthy. Like I said about their secondary, the secondary is not that good. The secondary always gets burnt, especially Jalen Mills. You're trash, dude. But sorry about that. That's rude. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I do want to pick the Eagles, but Carson needs to stay healthy. Their offense is fine, but just the secondary, that's what scares me the most.
Talk about the Chiefs because you have them winning.
And I got the Chiefs because just, Patrick Mahomes. I think Andy Reid is finally going to get his Super Bowl. So I got Chiefs over Saints, even though I just said the Chiefs' defense is not that good.
And you said defense wins championships, and you have
I can
offensive team.
Yeah, I can definitely change it next podcast, which I might.
No, not next podcast. We're not going to talk about playoffs again until like halfway through the season. We'll do like updated playoff predictions.
That's a good idea.
At that time. So we'll see where we are when we get there. But I am going full biased. I have Patriots over Saints for the simple, just so many weapons. They have both McCourty brothers on defense. Is Kyle Van Noy still on the team? He's on my team. I should know this. Hold on.
I don't know.
Hold on. Hey, Siri. What team is Kyle Van Noy on?
Kyle Van Noy plays for the Patriots.
Yep, still there.
Yeah, he's still on the Patriots. I just wanted to get Siri on the podcast. Yeah, they got Kyle Van Noy up the middle. And then just like the defense is solid now. They held the Rams to 3 points in the Super Bowl last year. And the amount of weapons they have, Antonio Brown, freaking Julian Edelman, Demaryius Thomas.
Gronk will come back.
Gronk, if he comes back. James White. I'm forgetting wide receiver. Who's that wide receiver? Josh Gordon. I forgot about Josh Gordon for a second. They have Josh Gordon. They have Sony Michel. They'll get Gronk back. They'll get N'Keal Harry back. It's just like... And they have the best quarterback of all time, Tom Brady. And that's why I have the Patriots.
And the greatest coach of all time.
Yeah, he's the greatest clutch player of all time. So that's why I have the Patriots winning their 7th ring with Tom Brady, which will put Tom Brady at more rings than any football franchise other than the team he's on. Because obviously
That's gross.
Yeah, because they're tied with the Steelers right now at
Madden
6.
right there. That's Madden.
Madden?
I'm talking about, winning
Maddening?
7 Super Bowls in Madden. That's a video game crap right there. Tom Brady, if you ever listen to this, which I really hope somehow you friggin' do, you're the greatest of all time, dude. Michael Jordan of football. Michael Jordan of football.
I thought you said Michael Jordan in football for a second, so I was hella confused. Anyways, so I have the Patriots over Saints. It'll be the Saints' time to get to the Super Bowl after what happened the past 2 years in the playoffs to them.
Pass interference.
Yeah, it's
NFL's rigged.
literally what I was about to say.
Fucking clotheslined him, WWE.
Literally. But, yeah, that's our show.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
John, where can they find you?
They can find me if you guys want to follow my Instagram. It's J O'Halloran15 or no John O'Halloran 15 at
Instagram.
Instagram. My Twitter is John O'Halloran at Twitter.
And you can follow me at William Kliski on both Instagram and Twitter. And you can follow the show at TTL Pod on both Twitter and Instagram as well. We're getting into the groove of updating those platforms. And this has been Take the Lead. Have a good day.
Thank you, guys.
And
enjoy football.
See you in the next
back.
episode.
Let's go Eagles.
Let's go Pats.